Lesson 7. Top 15 Marketing Interview Questions and Answers. Welcome to Lesson 7 of your Interview Skills course, where we uncover the top 15 real marketing interview questions asked across companies worldwide. These questions test your creativity, strategy, and understanding of how marketing drives business growth. By the end of this lesson, you'll know exactly how to think, structure, and respond confidently to each one, even under pressure. Let's begin. 1. How would you market a new product in a competitive market? Assesses your go-to-market approach and creativity. Tip to answer. Start with research, target audience, competitors, explain your launch plan, channels, timing, and end with expected outcomes, awareness, conversions. 2. How do you identify your target audience and position your product effectively? Tests your understanding of segmentation, targeting, and positioning. Tip to answer. Mention how you analyze customer data, define buyer personas, and differentiate your product's unique value to fit their needs. 3. If a product isn't selling despite heavy advertising, what's your next step? Shows your analytical and problem-solving skills. Tip to answer. Talk about re-evaluating audience insight, checking ad performance metrics, and testing new creative or channel strategies. 4. How would you create an integrated marketing strategy for a product launch? Evaluates your ability to connect online and offline marketing. Tip to answer. Describe how you combine digital, PR, content, and influencer marketing, and align all activities under one campaign message. 5. What's your approach to designing a low-budget marketing campaign? Reveals creativity and resourcefulness. Tip to answer. Focus on organic reach, partnerships, and content marketing, emphasizing cost-effective tactics that still deliver measurable results. 6. How would you differentiate your brand in a saturated market? Tests your strategic positioning and storytelling skills. Tip to answer. Highlight how you'd focus on emotional connection, authenticity, and consistent messaging that makes your brand memorable. 7. How do you measure if a marketing campaign is successful? Checks your understanding of key performance indicators. Tip to answer. Mention tracking metrics like engagement, conversions, and ROI, but also explain how you connect them to business objectives. 8. How would you market a product that people believe they don't need? Explores creativity and psychological insight. Tip to answer. Use empathy-driven storytelling. Educate, create awareness, and show how the product solves unseen problems or adds value. 9. How would you handle a situation where your competitor launches a similar product at a lower price? Tests your pricing and competitive thinking. Tip to answer. Focus on value differentiation. Justify price through quality, experience, or added service rather than price wars. 10. What's the most effective way to create emotional connection with customers through marketing? Examines your understanding of brand emotion. Tip to answer. Talk about authentic storytelling, relatable brand values, and community engagement to build emotional loyalty. 11. How would you promote a product differently on social media versus traditional media? Assesses adaptability and digital knowledge. Tip to answer. Explain that social media is about engagement and storytelling, while traditional media builds broad awareness. Both should complement each other. 12. How would you revive an old or declining brand? Tests your strategic thinking in brand management. Tip to answer. Mention rebranding, repositioning, and digital campaigns that modernize the brand's image and reconnect with customers. 13. How do you create a strong and consistent brand identity across multiple channels? Evaluates consistency and communication alignment. Tip to answer. Talk about brand guidelines, tone of voice, and visual standards. Consistency builds trust and recognition. 14. How would you plan a 3-month marketing strategy for a product launch? Assesses planning, execution, and milestone thinking. Tip to answer. Break your plan into 3 phases: pre-launch, awareness, launch, engagement, and post-launch retention with measurable goals. 15. How do you ensure marketing and sales teams work together effectively? Tests collaboration and alignment skills. Tip to answer. Emphasize clear communication, shared KPIs, and regular feedback meetings. Both teams should pursue one growth goal. Conclusion. Every marketing interview question is less about memorizing answers and more about showing your mindset. Interviewers look for people who can think strategically, adapt fast, and speak in results. Keep your tone confident, your examples real, and your answers structured. That's how you stand out. Reminder, believe in your creative power. Every question is a chance to show your strategic mind. Stay confident, stay prepared, and stay ahead. Watch the next lesson to master finance interview challenges. Thanks for watching. If this lesson helped, please like, share, and subscribe. Comment your biggest sales win below, and I'll show how to turn it into a winning interview story.